What's up, bourbon lovers? My name is Keith. Welcome to the Bourbon Shop. And today we're going to talk about Old Forester, 1924, 10 years old. So I'm looking forward to cracking this open. Wait, as you can tell, it's already been cracked open. So let me explain this. This will be a fresh pour once I get into the review. But I had to travel back in time to do this part over again because I had some technical difficulties. It happens. So, and also, I'm wearing this ascot in reference to Fred Minnick. If you haven't heard about Fred Minnick, I mean, you don't know bourbon. This is like the godfather of bourbon reviews. He has a couple of books out. Really, really up there. But he used to wear the ascot. He doesn't wear it anymore because he's changed up a little bit. So, in honor of Fred, you'll see me sporting this ascot every once in a while because of him. He inspired me to speak on my passion of bourbon by watching his channel. So, Fred, I'm giving you your flowers. Thank you, Fred. So, just a little bit about Old Forester 1924. This has broken away from their traditional mash bill. Okay, so they changed it a little bit here. The traditional mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malty barley. However, this one is 79% rye, 79% corn, so they kicked it up a little bit, dialed down the rye to 11%, and then it's 10% malty barley. Now, this is kind of special because it's 153 years I think it's 153 years they've been in business. But back in Prohibition, they closed down a lot of distilleries, right? I believe over 200. But Old Forester was one of the distilleries that remained open because the federal government said they could remain open for medicinal purposes, for medicine. Okay, so a lot of distilleries closed. Old Forester got their hands on some of the barrels of other distilleries that wasn't producing it anymore, and they slapped their label on it and put it out there. So that was their different mash bill from what they were even putting out then. So this is in reference to those times. So that's why you come out with a different mash bill. Interesting? I thought so. Okay, so let's get into the review. 10 years age. Is it going to really knock my socks off? Let's see. Let's get into it. Now, I don't know how available this is going to be. I know it's part of that whiskey roll, so it should be. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, what do you think? Nice bottle. Still got that little Prohibition style label. I can sort of see this back in the day. 10 years old, 100 proof. Man, so far it's like brown sugar. So the other bottles in Whiskey Row, if you don't know, is 1870. The original batch, 1897 bottled and bond, 1910 the old fine whiskey, 1920 Prohibition style, which is my favorite, and now we have 1924, 10 year. So let's just see if it's going to knock out my favorite. Now, just to see how this goes against something else, this is Old Forester 1897, the bottled and bond. It is also, of course, 100 proof, age around 4 or 5 years, maybe 6, somewhere around there. It's not 10. So the price point for the Old Forester bottled and bond is about $59-60. This is running anywhere between, I guess, around 115, 120. So of course, that's that age difference, but at the end of this, we're going to compare these two, okay, and see what kind of difference we can pull out of it. Let's go to the nose. Okay, so I get a lot of nice spices out of this nose. It's sweet. That's the first thing that comes across. Maybe like a nice brown sugar, some kind of dessert that has a lot to do with brown sugar. It's rich, very, very rich nose, almost like a chocolate pudding. Maybe fudge. See, with this been 10 years, you can really taste some age on this. You know, it doesn't smell like your typical 4 or 5 year Old Forester that they normally have. Normally, I get a little banana out of it, but I'm not getting any banana out of this. Maybe a little cocoa, some oak, and that spice is dialed down because of that rice spice. They cut it a little bit, but you still get some herbs, maybe some spices, maybe not, you know, like nutmeg, cinnamon. All in all, it's a very, very good nose. I'm really liking it. I forgot to look at these legs. Yeah, these are some nice legs. I don't know if you can really see them, but I don't know if that's really picking up. But they're real nice legs. So I'm looking for a really good mouthfeel, sticking to the tongue, to your palate. It's going for the sip. First drink of the day is always rough. So I'm gonna let this chill out for a minute, then I'm gonna go for another one. Okay, let's go for number 2. This is very rich. It's sort of drinking above the price, the proof point, like 110 maybe, but it has some heat to it. Not ethanol heat, just proof heat. Man, it really tastes more than 100 proof. That is weird. But I'm getting this a nice amount of cinnamon. Maybe those, you know, those Teddy Grahams, the chocolate Teddy Grahams. I'm getting that, the dark chocolate. Yeah. Okay. Starting to mellow out a little bit. Maybe because I haven't had anything today. So now it's kind of mellowing out. Maybe now it tastes right at that 100 proof. Before, man, it was really kicking it. So I'm getting some dark fruit, some kind of a fudgy note, like a chocolate graham cracker, or that chocolate Teddy Graham cracker. It sort of started off. It seemed like it's thinning out. It's my third sip. And the first sip felt so rich, and it's still, you know, it's not watered down. It doesn't taste that way. Still has a nice rich mouthfeel to it, but I think on this third sip, maybe I'm just getting used to it, sort of thin out just a little bit. It's a 10 year, so I'm getting the oak. Which sometimes when it's aged like that, you get not a bitter taste, but maybe more of a hint of like leather or tobacco. I think I'm getting more leather back on the back palate. Coming in kind of leathery, slight bitter taste, but it's okay. It's not like blah, but bitter. It's like interesting. There are some layers in this. I can tell right now if I had more time to just sit and sip. But every once in a while, I like to do a fresh sip. I know when I sip on this a little later, when I'm just chilling out, I'll probably get a little bit more. but definitely coming through with all the traditional notes of the caramel and brown sugar, along with that chocolate or that chocolate graham cracker or Teddy Graham. They got that marzipan taste, or even maybe that like a rich cream brulee. It's a pretty good. I'm curious to see what's going to do with the bottle and bond, but so far I'm really digging it. I know it's 10-year, and I'm thinking about that price point. And that's where I'm going to struggle, because 10-year, of course, it's it's worth the 115 storing it that long. But probably if it was kicked up in the proof area, you would get a lot more out of it. So let's go ahead and try it with the bottle and bond. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, this is when you can really appreciate the age difference, because this is coming across really light. And now this is coming across, when you have fruit, maybe okay, so you have some fruit of berries and dark cherries and just in a bowl that you buy from the store, and you didn't get around to eating it, and it starts to turn into wine or something like that, sour note. I'm getting that out of this now. It's not a bad thing, but it helps me when I smell something else to appreciate it. Yeah, it's making this smell like shoe polish, actually, or fingernail polish or something. And I actually like bottle and bond. Cool. All right, on a bottle and bond. There it is. I think that's a good thing to do when you get a 10-year product and they have something else out, maybe like just a regular bottle and bond, to really appreciate the difference. If you can taste the two, this is years above, of course, years as far as aging, but it tastes so much better. It's darker, it's richer. I can tell you right now, I'm going to get more notes out of this as I taste it, and looking at the colors, it's darker. So yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't think it's if you can get this for 115, 120. I wouldn't go crazy over this thing. Like 180 or 200, pass it up. That's my opinion. But you might want to get it just to try it. So everybody's pocketbook is different. But I think it's perfect right at the price point of maybe 115, 120. That's it. And of course, this is still good at 60. These are both good products. I give it a thumbs up. It's pretty good at that price point. It's not going to knock your socks off, but you're going to appreciate the age and the taste and darkness of it. Okay, so it's got some pretty good notes in it. So listen, that's my take on it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, it means a lot. So please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop my next video. And as I always say, the best way to enjoy your bourbon is to drink it the way you like to drink it. The best way to drink it is in a responsible way, folks. So be safe out there. I'll catch you next time on the Bourbon Shop. Yeah.